What's going on, everyone? I am Matt Pendergraph, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how far 1,000 of your hard-earned dollars are going to travel in the home gym leg press department. So if that sounds interesting to you, you're not going to want to go anywhere. As always, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Glad to have you. Consider subscribing if you like home gym related content, as that's all I make. Also, be sure to follow me over on Instagram, where I post on there quite a bit more frequently than I do here on YouTube. And check out my website, mattpendergraph.com. It's where I house my affiliate links if you're into supporting this kind of stuff, as well as my exclusive discount codes, and I've got a few written reviews over there. They're okay. Anyways, let's start this video. So the leg press that I'm going to be talking about in this video is from a company called Syedee Gym, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's the DD05 leg press machine, and it's sold on Amazon and Walmart for around $1,000. So basically what happened was this company reaches out. They were like, Matt, we'd love to send you one of our products in exchange for a review. They send me a list of some of their offerings. I skim through the list. I find this leg press. I'm naturally curious. I check it out on Amazon. I check it out on Walmart. It's got relatively good reviews, and it's sitting at around $1,000. In my mind, I'm thinking, how much realistically can you get for $1,000 in the leg press arena? I'm not willing to personally spend $1,000 and find that out, but if this company is going to send me one, let's go for it. Let's make this happen. So I send them an email back. I tell them, hey, I'm interested in the leg press machine. As long as I can be completely transparent and honest with y'all, I'm assuming that was okay because they sent me the leg press machine. I have it. And so yeah, hopefully I can, help guide y'all if you're interested, if you're in the market for a leg press machine, as to if this one is right for you. So enjoy. So before I dive into this leg press and run you through all of its features and tell you what I like and dislike about it, let me first start by talking about the packaging. It arrived to me in 4 boxes, and everything within the boxes was individually bubble wrapped and labeled, which made the assembly process that much easier. Now moving on to the actual assembly of this leg press, me personally, I didn't have any problems with anything, and usually I have problems when I assemble stuff. I'm usually the guy that skips ahead, and I'm like, I know it all, I don't even read, I just look at pictures, and most of the time I don't even look at all the pictures. I end up with parts left over, and I don't know what to do with them, so naturally I throw them away. This right here didn't have any problems. I followed the instructions. I didn't read anything, but I did just look at the pictures. I was able to put everything together. I'm rambling about this. Basically, long story short, I didn't have any problems assembling this. I will say though, when I got done, I had 2 nuts left over, and those nuts were labeled on the little sheets, but they were not labeled in the actual instructions. So I don't know where these nuts came from. I'm pretty sure the company put them in here to trip me up. So quick little side note, I have 0 footage of me actually assembling this leg press, mainly because I was given such a short amount of time from the moment I received it until now to get this video out. Plus it was a lot of parts and pieces. I had kids running around, getting a camera out, getting all of that. It would have been a disaster. Wasn't gonna happen. You're just gonna have to take me on my word that it's a relatively easy process as long as you follow the instructions. End of side note. All right, so I'm behind the camera here. Let me quickly run you through this leg press and give you my thoughts on it. So the first thing worth noting is the fact that this leg press is enormous. If you intend to incorporate this into your home gym, be ready to sacrifice a considerable amount of space. The unit measures approximately 8 feet in length and 4 feet in width, and you'll require additional room around it in order to load and unload the weights. This 45-degree leg press is equipped with 4 adjustable backrest positions and 4 safety stopper positions, allowing for it to accommodate individuals of varying heights. It also features 4 loadable weight horns, 2 above the sled and 2 below, as well as 4 resistance bands to ensure that you're going to achieve the proper amount of resistance that your heart desires. Included on the frame of the press are 6 weight plate storage posts and 2 wheels at the base, allowing for easy transport around the gym when necessary. I will say that I assembled my leg press in the center of the gym, and then I was able to roll it over to its current location, so I can attest to the convenience of having the wheels. Now moving on to the sled portion of this leg press, this is where things really start to get interesting. Starting with the foot plate. It measures 25 inches wide and 20 inches tall, which might be a bit too small for some users. It also features a detachable calf block, which is cool in theory, but from my experience, you can achieve a better stretch by simply letting your heels hang off the bottom portion of the foot plate. Now, I'm sure the attached calf block is the safer of the 2 methods, which is probably why it exists in the first place, but I'd be willing to bet that most users won't be installing it, only because it tends to be more in the way than it is useful, on an already small foot plate to begin with. During the pressing motion, the foot plate glides along 2 robust rails using 8 rollers. These rollers are constructed of some sort of plastic and are not smooth at all. Now, I know the company is gonna hate me for saying this, but this roller system is absolutely terrible in my opinion, especially compared to one utilizing bushings or linear bearings. I don't know if I just got a bad unit or if they're all like this, but the rollers have so much play in them, which causes the entire sled to be insanely loud and vibrate during use. Now, normally I would just say you'll eventually get used to it and it's not such a big deal, but trust me, in this case, I don't know, it really is a big deal. To kind of put this into perspective, it reminds me of the feeling you experience when you're driving over those rumble strips on the side of the road. It's constant vibration under your feet throughout the entire movement. Now, if you can live with this, then good for you, but I personally find it beyond distracting. The good news, however, is that this company does offer an upgraded version of this leg press that utilizes linear bearings, and it's honestly not that much more money. Therefore, I strongly suggest at least taking a look at it if you're considering purchasing from them. Now, obviously, without having actually tried it for myself, I can't vouch for how smooth it's gonna operate, but I can say that the linear bearings have got to be a step up from these rollers. So another gripe that I have about this leg press beyond the roller system has to do with the overall construction of it and how it's advertised. On Amazon, it's listed as having an 11 gauge steel frame and boasts a whopping 1,500 pound weight capacity rating. While the frame is decently sturdy, the parts that make it up are definitely not 11 gauge steel. They're probably closer to 14. That being said, I'm sorry, but there is absolutely no way I would trust 1,500 pounds on this unit. I personally wouldn't feel comfortable loading up even half that weight, if I'm being honest with you. Now, I'm not saying that it can't safely support that amount of weight. I'm just telling you that I'm not strong enough, nor am I willing to find out. So to wrap this up and let you know where I stand on this product, while $1,000 does get you a lot of machine, you simply can't expect commercial quality at this price point. Now, is this specific unit usable? Meaning, can you get a solid leg workout from it? Absolutely. Is the $1,000 price tag justifiable despite some noteworthy flaws that I pointed out in this video? That's ultimately up to you to decide. I personally would opt to spend the extra money to go with the upgraded model if I wanted to stay within this company's offerings, solely based on the fact that they're using linear bearings over rollers. But again, that's just me. If you think you can live with these rollers and it's worth it to save the extra cash, then I say go for it. Now, final note to you before I sign off. I know I didn't go over every feature that this leg press has to offer, but don't worry. The product demonstration video on the Walmart's website featuring a dude wearing an origami panda mask has you covered the rest of the way. Alrighty everyone, that is all I've got for you. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you learned a little something about yourself in the process. If you did like it, go ahead and smash that like button. Let me know in the comment section below if this leg press is something you would consider adding to your home gym. And other than that, thanks for watching. Have a good rest of the day.